Well, from my point of view, I think it was about really the three people and what was going to happen next. Although it starts with the death of her mum, I didn't want it to be about that. So for me, although obviously Mary is well, everyone's grieving for the moment, Mary's feeling guilty about it, but for me it was more about what's going to happen with the family. Are they going to be okay? And when we started writing the script, we didn't know whether they would be okay or not. We weren't sure. It's the same with most films. It's like they start with a vague idea, a place or an idea or a character or whatever, and then bit by bit you sort of get just enough information to try and persuade someone to give you the money to make it. And with Geneva, we were thinking, we probably started working on it about 3 years before we shot it. And I'd visited Geneva before, the year before, and thought it was an interesting place, kind of good atmosphere, and thought about an idea like it might be nice to do something there. When we were on set, we had a couple of journalists come on set. It's like, what's the film about? Well, actually, it's like about these two people. They come to Geneva for a month, and it's like and nothing happens. It's like, so it's not the best picture.
But no, but
the film's not quite as boring as that.
But to counter that, I'll say that parallel to that, I mean, I don't think the best way to create menace or a sense of peril is through ordinary things. I mean, I think that all the best in the horror genre or the ghost genre or the thriller genre, banality can be pretty scary. How often you see me going from room to room or from place to place in the story, and I think that it's that pacing. We're just going from necessary thing to necessary thing in order to keep everything going. I mean, I don't mean that in a hanging on by your fingernail sense. It's whether you're if your family is intact and everything is going relatively well, you get up and you make breakfast and you take your kids to school and you pay bills and you make phone calls, and actually if you've lost somebody under desperate circumstances, you still do exactly the same.
Colin's character's love for his children and his desire for them to be all right, and it's more about that kind of like what's going to happen in the future for me rather than about what has happened in the past.
Just to look at and to listen to is just so great.